or like cordage. So we went ahead and got our materials already. So what you're looking for in logs is you're looking for a sturdy log, preferably dead down and detached, about the size of your wrist to your bicep. So anywhere from like this, a little bit more of a medium size, and then one of our larger ones right here. So that's what you're looking for in that. So what we're gonna do with that is we're gonna pound stakes in between trees, put them like that, and then slide the logs in between for each wall. Once we reach a desired wall height, you can start your roof. For a roof, we're gonna be using smaller logs like this one, and our material for the roof is probably gonna be moss. It's usually the best thing to use. And for tools, what we used was mostly a hatchet. That's kind of the only tool we used was the hatchet. And then we brought about 100 feet of paracord for latching.
See here, we put a stake in the ground and tied it to the tree, so this creates a barrier for the wood to rest against to support our wall. We're designing a two-part A-frame design. I have lashed 2 sticks over there and 2 sticks here to support this side to leave a hole for our fireplace so that our roof doesn't burn.
daylight for the time lapse. Basically all we continued doing is what you saw us doing before. We just layered the sticks up horizontally over our 2 separate A-frames. This is the hole we left in the middle. We left it pretty considerably sized for the ventilation, and as you can see, it's working. We do have two more main panels, smaller main panels to do. The reason that is that we didn't get it finished is because of the moss. Like we said earlier, we were going to use moss for the roofing, but after we actually got this built and saw the size, we decided that we didn't want to make that much of an environmental impact on the surrounding area, so we're probably going to use something else.
For future improvements, we're probably going to put dirt in the walls to try and insulate it more, and so it blocks out drafts. And we're going to put a door in eventually. While sourcing our materials for the fort, we found a rim for our fireplace in the middle and a window to block for a cap in the wintertime to keep the snow from coming inside the shelter.
So in the wintertime, what you'd want to do probably if you're going to use this in the wintertime, what you'd want to do is use tarps for the roofing. Make sure that when you're having the fire, if there is snow on the outside of, like if you use pine boughs or moss, that the water doesn't drip through and just drip on you all night. So definitely use a tarp for the winter.
In the future, we are also going to dig this floor so it's more even, and place the fire pit further down and line the outside ring of it with stones, and then probably put in chairs or benching alongside the walls.
We did end up using some more materials or tools that we didn't have before. We got a handsaw, which was extremely handy in trimming up the edges of the doors and the specific eaves that we had to make, considering how large this was.
Let's clean it up a lot.
We also got an axe, which made chopping larger pieces of wood a lot easier. It sped up the process exponentially.
So this is what we could accomplish in our given time, and we would of course like to make additions onto it and improvements to further make it something that we could camp in at any time of the year, all 4 seasons. Put a lot of time and effort into it, and we're pretty proud of it. And we just wanted to say thank you, and that we appreciate everybody's support. Special thanks to our major friend who has lent us these tools to make this job a lot easier.